23rd. Well, the headliners are in the building. 19-year-old Patrick Chan looking for a third national title. Wouldn't it be big for Joey Russell of Labrador City, Newfoundland and Labrador if he could get to the Olympic Games? Vaughn Chippier, the senior skater in the field, 25 years of age, from Calgary in his own space. And Sean Sawyer of Edmundston, New Brunswick. He was at the Olympic Games in 2006. He was 12, wants to get back. Back here near the ice with Tracy and with Kurt. What's going through the skaters' heads emotionally? How are they getting ready for a big moment?
Well, the way they're getting ready for this big moment is a little bit different for each skater, but the one thing they have in common is they all have a plan. It's a well thought out routine that they follow. It's comforting, like an old friend, the warm-up, the visualization, the pre-game meal. Getting ready for an event like this does not happen by accident.
But having a plan is great and important, but what if something goes wrong, a drastic traffic? Yeah, you have to be able to be flexible and use this muscle, the one between the ears. And I think that when an event is this big, you got the Olympic Games coming and you could be on the team, you could be off the team, there's the dark side, I call it, this self-doubt that creeps in, and you can fall and give into it, or you can decide somewhere in your day that you're just not going to. And that has to be happening to all the guys that are going to make it.
They are ready to go. A national title, Olympic status on the line at the John Labatt Center in downtown London, Ontario. Patrick Chan, 19. He has the inside track. Vaughn Chippier is 25 years of age from Calgary, Alberta. Perhaps this is his last shot. Joey Russell, he's only 21, from Newfoundland and Labrador, and he is his province's hope in this competition. And then there's Sean Sawyer, 25, experienced, but now Sean Sawyer of Edmundston, New Brunswick, has to skate from behind. Ringside at John Labatt Center, along with Tracy Wilson and Kurt Browning once more. The keys for the four main players. And Kurt, why don't you start with Patrick Chan?
All right, I think the key for Patty would be what he wants to get out of this week is to settle everything down, to calm the storm that's going on around him so that the next few weeks of precious training time is focused. He can go to the Olympic Games feeling good about himself. A personal request, two triple axels, just like the one in the short. That would be awesome.
Tracy, Vaughn Chippier is athletic, has the ability. He's second, but for now.
He is second, and he is a high-flying jumper who has to control his adrenaline. He loves speed. He loves airtime. Throw adrenaline in the mix, and he goes a little on the wild side. But you know what? He was as cool as a cucumber in the short program. If he has the same focus here, he's going to put up one heck of a fight.
Joey Russell, Kurt, we always said he was a dark horse.
Yeah.
In this case, can the dark horse win the race for second place?
Yeah, dark hair, dark horse. He can, if he wants one of these cute little nifty Olympic ties, what he needs to do, it's not really about what he needs to do, it's what he needs to not do. Joey, don't breathe, don't think, don't change a thing. His short program was amazing, lights out.
What about Sean Sawyer, Tracy? A lot to gain, a lot to lose. He has been to the Olympics, but has to come back.
Well, he does, but he has to draw on the experience, his Olympic experience. You have to remember, Sean Sawyer, of all the Canadian men, including Patrick Chan, has the highest free program marks this year in competition. He's the only Canadian man to have an international medal from the Grand Prix circuit, and he did it on the strength of his free program. His strength is coming up next.
Wow, exciting. 4 men still in the hunt for 2 Olympic spots. Here's Brenda Irving.
Well, Scott, the men practiced on this rink last night. Patrick Chan did not have a good practice. He came to the rink today, was all business, really didn't want to talk to anyone. He did have a good practice today, though, and afterward his coach, Christy Krall, said the message to him today, try to go out and have some fun. Now let's head downstairs to Jeff Merrick.
Thank you very much, Brenda. About 20 minutes ago, I saw Patrick Chan upstairs warming up. He was loose, he was relaxed, he was having fun, but when he got down to the skater entrance, he was focused. At times, moving away from the other skaters, closing his eyes, almost hypnotizing himself before he went out there. Quite the converse, Sean Sawyer, loose, joking, laughing, high-fiving, having a good time with this. Chippier as well, was loose, was relaxed, was joking around with everyone. At times, it seems that each man knows they're doing this on their own. Different paths to get to the top of the mountain. No Sherpas here, Scott Russell. Each man does this alone.
Yes, Jeff, no Sherpas to be sure. All out there on their own terms, including Patrick Chan, the 19-year-old, two-time national champion, getting ready to go. We know he has the tools to get the job done. Where is he at emotionally? And emotionally speaking, Vaughn Chippier's got to be in turmoil. Kurt, how do you settle that down?
Well, I think Vaughn is actually in a great place. Turmoil is that he hasn't had the season he wanted. As you can see, I'm watching him on the warm-up. He just did triple flip, triple toe. He looks great.
There's Joey Russell of Newfoundland and Labrador. He really threw a wrench into the works when he was third after the short program. And Sean Sawyer is the man who now has to come back. Sean Sawyer has the ability to do so. Here's how it looks after the short program here in the men's competition. Patrick Chan with a big lead. Vaughn Chippier is next with a bulge of 4 points over Newfoundland and Labrador's Joey Russell. And back in fourth is Sean Sawyer, who was at the Olympic Games in 2006.